In this video, you'll learn how to automate CSV data imports into Salesforce using integrate.io. We'll take a CSV file stored on SFTP, map the data to Salesforce Leads, and schedule the workflow to run automatically. If your team receives lead data as CSV files from trade shows, advertising platforms, or partner channels, getting that data into Salesforce is probably a headache. Manual uploads are tedious, error-prone, and impossible to scale. Missed imports mean lost leads and unreliable reporting. In this video, we will show you a better way to handle this using integrate.io. This workflow is designed for RevOps, Sales Ops, and Marketing Ops teams who need to move external lead data into Salesforce on a reliable, recurring basis. Whether you are importing trade show lead lists nightly, syncing partner-sourced CSV data on a recurring schedule, or ingesting advertising platform exports into the CRM automatically, this tutorial will show you how to fully automate it with zero coding. Before we dive into the demo, let us quickly cover what a data pipeline is. Think of it as an automated conveyor belt for your data. It picks up records from a source, processes them, and delivers them to a destination. In our case, the source is a CSV file on an SFTP server, and the destination is Salesforce. Integrate.io handles the connection, transformation, and scheduling, all from a simple visual interface. Now that you understand the concept, let us build this pipeline step by step. We begin inside the Integrate.io dashboard, where all pipelines and automation workflows are created. The first step is creating a new pipeline. In Integrate.io, a pipeline defines the workflow that moves data from a source to a destination. In this example, the pipeline will retrieve a CSV file from SFTP, process the data, and load the records into Salesforce. Next, we select SFTP as the source connector. Many teams receive lead data files through secure file transfers. Here we configure the CSV file settings, including the file path and delimiter, so Integrate.io knows exactly how to read the data. Under the hood, Integrate.io reads the CSV structure, identifies each column, and prepares the data rows for processing. Before loading data into Salesforce, you can preview the source data to make sure everything looks correct. Rectify any errors that pop up. Previewing helps you identify missing values, formatting issues, or unexpected data before it reaches Salesforce. Before we continue with the rest of the setup, let us talk about data quality. The preview step you just saw is your safety net. Always check for missing required fields, inconsistent formatting, and duplicate rows. Catching these issues now prevents dirty data from reaching your CRM and saves hours of cleanup later. A quick tip: standardize your CSV column headers to match your Salesforce field names before uploading. This makes the mapping step much smoother. Now we define Salesforce as the destination. This tells Integrate.io where the processed data should be sent. Integrate.io supports both standard and custom Salesforce objects, giving you full flexibility over where data is loaded. For this tutorial, we select the Leads object as the target for our CSV data. Next, we map the CSV fields to the corresponding Salesforce lead fields using a simple drag-and-drop interface. The mapping step ensures each CSV column is linked to the correct Salesforce field, like first name, last name, email, and company. To keep data flowing automatically, we schedule the pipeline to run at a set interval. Integrate.io lets you schedule pipelines to run automatically, whether hourly, daily, or on a custom schedule. With the source, destination, mapping, and schedule configured, the pipeline is now fully set up. Now that your pipeline is fully configured, let us quickly cover what to do if something goes wrong. If the SFTP file is missing, Integrate.io will log the error and you can check your file path. If fields do not map correctly, revisit the mapping screen and ensure your CSV headers match expectations. And if a scheduled run fails, check the job history dashboard for error details. A pro tip: set up email notifications so you are alerted immediately if a pipeline run fails. From this point on, your CSV data will be automatically imported into Salesforce with no manual effort and no coding required. Once your first scheduled run completes, take a moment to verify that data landed correctly in Salesforce. Check that all fields populated as expected and look for any duplicates. Review the job history in Integrate.io for row counts and run status. A quick Salesforce list view, filtered by creation date, makes this easy to confirm. Let us recap what we built today. We connected to an SFTP source, configured the CSV file settings, previewed the data for quality, mapped fields to Salesforce Leads, and scheduled the pipeline to run automatically. All of this was done without writing a single line of code. If you want to explore further, Try adding data transformations, setting up error alerts, or connecting additional data sources. Visit the integrate.io documentation for more tutorials and best practices. Now that you have seen how to automate CSV imports into Salesforce using integrate.io, let us look at a few best practices that will help you build reliable and scalable pipelines. In this section, we will cover how to build reliable Salesforce data pipelines, prevent duplicate or broken records, and maintain consistent CRM data quality. When importing data regularly, consider using upserts instead of simple inserts. Upserts update existing records if a match is found, and create new records only when necessary. This keeps your Salesforce data clean and avoids duplicate entries. To fully automate CSV imports, schedule your pipeline to run at regular intervals. Depending on your use case, this could be hourly, daily, or weekly. Scheduling ensures Salesforce always stays up to date without manual uploads. Finally, monitor your pipeline runs. Integrate.io provides logging and monitoring capabilities that help you track pipeline performance and quickly identify any failures. Monitoring helps maintain reliable and production-ready data workflows. By following these best practices, standardizing CSV structures, validating data, using upserts, scheduling pipelines, and monitoring pipeline runs, you can build a dependable workflow for importing CSV data into Salesforce using integrate.io. Thank you for watching.